Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. For today's video, we are going to be going through some of my ideas for my collection obsession kit for this month. I am using Boho Christmas by Simple Stories and Letters to Santa by Cartabella. The colors of these two collections, even though they're by two different manufacturers, work very well together. So one of the things that I did is and this is going to become a theme coming into 2026. I'm just already in this mindset of dialing it back, slowing down. And you're going to hear me talk about that more and more. I in the past, tend to rush through creating, scrapbooking, trying to get as much done in as small amount of time as possible. And that's indicative of the lifestyle that I lead, my work, having a limited amount of time up in my space, trying to pack as much into my life as possible. I try to create as many memories and then trying to document them. And I'm also old. I'm getting older. So slowing down, I think, is just a natural progression of getting older as well. And part of that slowing down mentality and lifestyle choice is taking the time to create with thoughtfulness and intention instead of just rushing through and getting it done. So my videos may look very different in the future, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an exploration for me because it is not my normal personality. It is not my everyday kind of crafting and creating. What's the word I'm wanting to use? It's not what I typically do. So it's going to be a discovery as I go through this. I will be learning new things about myself. So I'm flailing my hands around because I'm a little at loss for words how to describe this. I just know that I'm feeling something very, very different. And I'm trying to put those feelings into words, and it's just difficult for me. So let's get to something that's a little more tangible and practical and go through what I've done. Let me pause for 1 second. Sorry, I had to, I've got a droopy nose and I had to wipe my nose. I'm filming this early in November, and the weather has changed. We have gotten colder, and of course my nose wants to drip when that happens. We've already had our first snow, which since I've been living up here in 2021, this is really new for me because all the winters I've been up here since 2021, our snows have been coming late in November or early December. And this has been a new experience. I loved it. I'll just say that. I loved seeing, we had a late fall. And so there's still leaves and color on the trees. And then we had the snow. And I just loved it. And you're likely going to see layouts next fall showing all of that. But it was beautiful. Okay, back to the task at hand. So as you can see, I made some notes about the layouts that I wanted to create. And the reason I made notes is because of course, there's 5 specific memories around Christmas that I want to document that I have not documented before. Miss Charlie is making her presence known. And I want to get those stories down. I think that's something that my boys will enjoy reading and seeing. There's not going to be a lot of photos because some of these are from my early past. I'm sorry, my childhood past. Yeah, way back. So I don't have photos to go through some of these. Where I do have photos, I'm going to include those. But Also with my notes, I kind of went through, I made kits from the two collections, and I said what kind of supplies I want to be using. So let's look through the kits. I have stamps, and I have a lot. I've got rub-ons, I've got foam stickers, I have brads, I have a chipboard, I have frames, large die cuts, small die cuts, journaling die cuts, and up here on the top of my desk, I also have some dies that I can pull in. So I've already transitioned my desk. It is no longer fall. I've transitioned into Christmas and winter, so I have my dies and my stamps right here already pulled out, ready to go. I have trims, and I have, of course, my collections that I'm going to be playing with. So all of that is going to come into, I have it available to play with these kids, which is in my notes about how to pull those in. So I've got sticker packs as well, sticker sheets as well. So my first one, my first kit, is going to be about working at the post office at Christmas time and the fact that we handle letters for Santa. That is a program that the Postal Service has, and you can volunteer to send gifts to answer those letters. But anyway, I want to use these stamp puffy stickers, and that's in my notes. So this is the kit. So let's put these aside so that our attention's not scattered in 15 different directions. And I'm trying to see what's in frame so that we can focus a little better. Yeah, there we go. So my intent is to fussy cut these clusters. I'm not going to use that side at all. And of course, this is about the post office, so I want to fussy cut some of these stamps out. I may use some of that pattern. And then I have a variety of cut aparts that I can incorporate, but this letters for Santa, that's really going to come into play. And of course, I have this beautiful gingham from Boho Christmas. I'm definitely going to be using this side. So if you can imagine this door on that gingham, isn't that pretty already? So that is going to be my very first kit. And I have a few pieces here that came from my scrap room kit when I got letters for Santa, and that's going to work together. So that's kit number one. Kit number two, I'm going to be telling a story about when my older brothers and sisters, so I've shared before that we didn't have a lot growing up, but my older brothers and sisters decided that they wanted to make sure that us younger children had a Christmas. And so that is going to be what this story is about. And it's going to be about the Christmas tree that they decorated and all of the work that they put in to decorating that tree. I will give you a little bit of the story. I can remember, because I was very young, but I do remember my brothers painting pine cones gold and silver. So they had spray paint, gold and silver, and that's part of my memories from my childhood. So this is the collection kit that I have put together for that story. And these are the papers so I'll definitely be using this. I'll use some cut aparts, and then I'm going to use these as, this is probably going to be my base, and then these are going to be accent papers. And then I'm going to fussy cut some of these out. So that's where that kit is coming from. I really wanted to slow down and talk about stories, the stories that I want to tell. So I have a story that I want to tell about me personally, something that happened to me in December at Kmart. And I'm going to use this paper kit to tell that story. Now, one of the things that I do, I know there are tons and tons of kit making videos, but one of the things that I do is I typically just make a paper kit, and then I know where to go in my space to get the embellishments and supplies to create the layout that I want to create. But that way, my kit doesn't tie up my supplies that I could be using for other things. On the fourth one, I want to talk about, guess what, peppermint sticks. So when I was growing up, part of our tradition was the local grocery stores would get these giant peppermint sticks in, and that was something that we would get in a stocking, is a giant peppermint stick. And it would take us, you know, we had to break it apart, and then you were eating these little slivers. In hindsight, my boys have never gotten a giant peppermint stick. I didn't feel like they were safe when I became a mama. But as a child, you know, it was kind of fun getting those peppermint sticks. So that is going to be about the peppermint sticks. And my fifth kit, I grew up extremely religious. We went to church every time the doors were open. And part of the Christmas season is that we would sing Christmas songs as part of our church services. And this kit is going to be all about those Christmas songs. So this one I can visualize already will not have a lot of photos. It will not have any photos at all. But I plan on having some of my favorite Christmas songs and then talk about singing them in church, because I never was a lead singer, but I would sing harmony with the congregation, with my sisters, and with Dad. So that is going to be that story. So that is the 5 kits and the 5 stories that I'm going to be slowing down this month and sharing the process. I hope to be able to share the process for all 5. If not, we'll get in what we can get in. And at the end of the month, of course, we'll have our wrap up and you'll be able to see the layouts at that time. Thank you for being here. This is just a new chapter, I think, in my crafting life. And I appreciate you joining me and coming along for the ride. Come back and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.